for people who wanted to hear more of Russ talking, we spoke about music and jazz and all that. And well, this is the after interview. So here you go. I'm all giddy. I feel like I used to watch a lot. I'm a cook myself. Oh, by the way, what's that keyboard in the back there? I'm a musician.
Oh yeah. I've been playing keyboard since I was a kid.
No shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm actually I'm a classical musician. For 30 years, I was gigging. Then I gave it all up because I don't know. I'm hyperactive. I got to change, right? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like,
no, I was for over 10 years. I was a church organist.
man. So if you go to the Chicago Pipe Show, I'll bring my instrument and that will be the entertainment, man.
Yeah, it's
What
it's funny because on the weekends I was playing liturgical, but when I was home I was playing jazz. So
Now, see, now you just opened up something else here, man. So you're a jazz guy?
yeah, that's where my interests lie.
Really, eh? And being a piano player, you're off on all these weird chords, ninths, elevenths, 13ths, and all that.
Oh yeah.
So are you're versed in theory?
Yeah, I worked with a guy for over a year to help him put on paper chord substitution theory.
And that's too cool, Russ.
Yeah, we were doing things like um, taking a dominant seventh and substituting the flatted fifth.
Yeah. And
So
it goes somewhere else, man, and it's beautiful. And now,
yeah.
are you a Bach fan?
Oh, I always loved Bach. As a matter of fact, when I was in my teens, my senior year in high school, we went to see Virgil Fox play an organ concert, um, and it was all Bach. And
I know the name.
he did one of the most outrageous versions of Toccata and Fugue
Toccata,
in
yeah.
D minor. And he didn't go around and play in cathedrals or places that had pipe organs. He had a custom Rogers electronic organ built.
Isn't there an English like punker guy who does the same thing? Carpenter or
Could be,
okay, yeah.
but yeah, back then they had to carry this organ console in an 18-wheeler to go
I
from
understand, yeah.
place to
And
place.
how was the sound?
If you would have to have a super critical ear to tell the difference between that and a pipe organ.
Oh, that's how well sampled it was.
Well, they weren't samples back then. That was analog.
Right.
Because you got to remember, when I was a senior in high school, everything was hand cranked. There was no
Right.
electricity. That was before
Did you
cars.
just say no electricity?
No electricity. Oh,
What? You had someone pumping the?
yeah. No, it wasn't. It was all analog back then. I mean,
Oh, man.
today you take something like one of the new Allen organs,
Yeah,
which are all digital,
yeah,
and they're using these massive samples.
yeah. I know.
If you can tell the difference with your back turned, you've got a much better ear than I have.
Well, the thing is that if you have your back turned to a real organ and you press the bass pedal, your
Oh,
hair's gonna do like this. So that's the only way I guess you can tell the difference.
yeah. One time I wound up with the opportunity to play a very large pipe organ, and they actually had 32-foot pipes on there. Now, the typical bass that you get in a church organ is 16 and 8-foot pipes,
Bloody hell!
and this was a 32-foot.
Like what? Could you fit in a tube? For God's sakes, you could probably fit in a tube.
No, it's 32 feet long.
Yeah, I know, but what the diameter of the bloody thing?
No, but they were big. They were, and you felt that.
But yeah, it's not good for your fillings.
It was visceral when you hit and held a note with the bass pedal. You actually could feel it in your internal organs.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And there are the largest cathedrals. Some of them actually have 64-foot pipes.
I can't even imagine. I can't imagine.
I think if I were to play an organ like that, I would probably crap
Melt.
myself from those vibrations.
I was gonna say melt, but hey.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just that's just ridiculous.
Let me tell you a little jazz story, because here in Montreal we have the Montreal International Jazz Fest.
Oh yes,
And it's huge, Russ. I mean, whatever. And I walk into a little bar. I'm talking about, like I'm going in to get a sandwich or something. How can I forget his name? Miles Davis's piano player. His old piano player. McCoy.
yeah, McCoy Tyner.
Yeah, there he is. That's all.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's like, I mean, seriously, that's like walking into a tobacco shop and seeing Russ Willette. It's like, what are you joking? You know what I'm saying?
When one of my daughters was 16, she had been since 8th grade the first trumpet in the high school band. She was that good. And so there was a concert coming to town, and it was Maynard Ferguson.
Yeah.
Who was from your side of the border.
Yeah, Mr. High C.
Yeah, I guess. And he came to town, and we went to the concert. And yes, there were dogs out in the parking lot that were howling.
Well, yeah,
when
man.
he hit those high notes.
Oh yeah, that's insane. The amount of power it takes to hit that note.
Yeah, and my daughter didn't know it, but I had made arrangements for us to go back and meet him after the concert.
And did you?
She was like,
well, yeah.
She couldn't believe she met
not.
Maynard Ferguson.
Of all the people in the world.
Yep.
Oh man, do you have Spotify?
I do.
Okay, I don't know. I'll send you something.
Okay.
Russ,
Okay.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah,
Hey, not
you're
at
a
all.
super nice guy.
I'm always happy to talk to anybody who's really into the hobby.
Oh man, look, what are you gonna tell me next? You're into fountain pens? You know what I'm saying?
I only have one.
Okay. Well,
I only have one.
it's okay. Russ, thanks, man.
You're certainly welcome.
Have a good one.
You do the same.